forest battlefields of the verdant forest, a single Tyranid brood nest sleeps deep within the rock formation known to the inhabitants as Perth Rock. This brood nest is home to one of the most potent creatures amongst us, the Aboleth Vanguard, a dreaded harpy that continues to rain death upon the numerous formations of the Imperial Guard. And yet, today, another hunter has set its eyes on this massive beast. The Dark Eldar of the Cabal of the Broken Sun hunt this deadly game in search of trophies to add to their collection.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Warzone Australise. T and J back here for another episode.
Yo.
We're up for day 16. Yeah, day 16. Day 16. So we're getting along in the campaign. There's Tyranids are closing in. And speaking of Tyranids, our match today is going to be 50 points of Tyranids using our special high Fleet Aboleth detachment versus 50 of Dark Eldar. Yeah, so going to be a little bit interesting. We've got a bit of an emphasis on flyers in this particular scenario. As you've heard, we're talking about the Beast of Perth Rock, this lovely little harpy, and Dark Eldar are coming to hunt it. So we'll quickly just run you through the lists, beginning with the Tyranids. So we'll start over here in the HQ slots. We have the standard sort of flyer that everyone runs here in 7th edition. With the Twin-Link Devourers. What else has it got? The wings.
Twin-Link Devourers, wings, electroshock grubs.
Electroshock grubs, okay. So it's built for killing flyers. And infantry. Okay, so then we're just going to go over into our troops choices. We have 30 Termagaunts, 15 with Flesh Borers, 15 with Devourers. Full 30 squad means we get the Tervagon here as a troops choice. The Tervagon being equipped with Electroshock grubs, Crushing Balls, Stinger Salvo, Adrenal Glands. Is that it? Alright. And then our other troops choice being here, these warriors with Death Spitters and Venom Cannon. Venom Cannon?
No, that's the Barb Strangler.
That's the Barb Strangler? Okay. Change weapons all the same to me. Then in our elites slot, we have 2 Venom Thropes. They're not a brood, they are 2 of them. And that is it for the elites. And then fast attack, because of the special CAD, we've got more than the prescribed amount normally allowed, but you know, special mission. So we have a brood of 10 gargoyles, another brood of 10 gargoyles. We have, they've both got adrenal glands. And then we have the Raveners.
Rending Claws and Death Spitters.
Rending Claws and Death Spitters. And then finally, to settle things off, we have the Harpy.
Beast of Perth Rock itself.
Armed with twin-linked
Heavy Venom Cannon, Master Spines, Adrenal Glands,
regen. Okay. It's the only thing with regen, right?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. So we haven't rolled on Warlord traits, Psychic Tables yet. We'll do that later. We never really bring that up unless it really comes into play. Oh, and sorry, I almost forgot here. The Carnifex. The resident distraction Carnifex.
Yep,
Who's just got the Stranglethorn and Adrenal Glands. Slapping Talons.
Yep, that's
No regen, okay.
pretty basic build.
Okay. So that is it for the 50 points of Tyranids
Hive Fleet Aboleth.
Okay, so we have the Dark Eldar, led by the lovely lady, Succubus Alaria, frequent resident of our campaign.
Archite Glaive, Agonizer, and her Armored Misery.
Yep. And she's got a whole bunch of upgrades. Looks like a chance to get more. So that's a Clavex, and then 3 Incubi accompanying her. Inside of a Venom with, I'm assuming,
Yep,
2 Splinter Cannons, Night Shields.
They get those by default.
Yeah. And then with
Trueborn?
them, we have Trueborn with 4 blasters, 1 Dracoon with Power Sword.
Yep.
Inside an identical Venom.
Yep.
Right, and then your troops.
We've got 3 squads of witches. A Succubus. No, not Succubus.
Hecatrix
With
Agonizers.
Agonizer.
And then it looks like 1 Charnet and Impaler per squad.
Yep.
And then we have some Cableites here. Full 10-man squad with Blaster and Splinter Cannon inside of a Raider. The Raider having
Night Shields, Shock Prow.
Night Shields, Shock Prow, Disintegrators, Torturax, or Splinterax. Splinterax. Splinterax and Disintegrator Cannon. Okay. Then we have the Hellions. They are just 6 Hellions, 1 Heliarch with Agonizer, and then we have the Reavers.
Yep, 6 Spike Reaver squad. 2 of them with clusters and heatlands.
Clusters. Okay. And that is it for the 1,500 points of Dark Eldar. Oh, and finally, before I forgot, sorry, the Razor Wing. Can't believe I missed it. It's right there. So the Razor Wing comes, has been outfitted with
2 Disintegrators, Splinter Cannon, 2 Necrotrons missiles, 2 Monocytes, and 1 shield.
Okay. So that's it for the Dark Eldar. So we'll see whether or not they can hunt down their prey. Alright, so we have the Dark Eldar deployments starting on this side of the board. Tyranids over there. So, Dark Eldar are able to deploy on this side of the board within 12 inches, and they're able to deploy on this side of the board, which is the scenario. Again, all the rules that we're using are available online on our blog. So,
See the link below.
see the links below, they are there. I cannot quick link them, however, you're just gonna have to click on one. It's like the third one down is the one that will take you to the missions. Again, you can all navigate to that. Thanks about that. So, we have witches deploying here. We have the Trueborn in this Venom here. We have more witches here and more witches here. And on the other side, I've put the, I was about to say Land Raider, the Dark Eldar Raider, and the Mind Blank over there as well. Reavers, there we go. Then the Tyranids have deployed on this, which is, again, see all the rules, but it's impassable terrain, but it also counts as the nest for this scenario. It is like AB13 with 3 hull points, and we have victory points if I destroy it, and he's deployed within 12 inches of the center, very center of the board. So he's put a Venom Thrope there to give a nice little shrouding cover. Gargoyles there. Gargoyles on this side. The flyer, very cool looking up top there. Ready to fly off whatever direction of anything he wants to kill. Then some warriors down here. And then, yeah, the Gargoyle Brood. And then right at the back of that Gargoyle Brood, given a nice shrouding bubble to everything here as well, is the other Venom Thrope. Pretty much you've held everything else in reserves, so that they come on within 12 inches of this in turn 2. And I've held my Warlord, my Hellions, and my Fighter in reserve today. Happy with the Fighter. Warlord traits, you ended up going with the personal trait and getting, what was it?
Furious Charge for the Harpy.
Furious Charge for the Harpy, because Harpy has to be a Warlord. I ended up with Fearless Bubble, and my drug roll was +1 inch. See how psyched I am about that drug roll. I was just saying, it's like they all get their drugs from the same dealer. Which makes no sense. Okay, so we'll go into... You've just rolled to seize and you failed.
Yep.
So, we'll go into turn 1.
Dark Eldar.
So these witches advanced. This one, this venom moved up 12 inches, so the guys decided to snap shooting. These witches ran up, and those witches stayed where they were, because they haven't got movement. But they don't really want to move. This one moved up 6 inches, and they moved up 12 inches with their bike move. And that was it for Dark Eldar movement phase. On to Dark Eldar Psychic phase, which doesn't exist. So on to Dark Eldar shooting phase. Alright, so in the Dark Eldar shooting phase, this squad and the Raider and the guys inside the Raider fired everything they had into this Gargoyle squad and killed all but 4 of them out of 10. I'm really struggling with the 4-ups. These guys ran forward. That unloaded and killed the Venom Throat that was there, netting Dark Eldar first blood. The boys inside who were snap shooting failed to hit anything, and those girls over there ran as well. So now we'll go into the assault phase, where I'll do some quick assault jumps with that. So these guys basically moved back from over here with a 7-inch move. Okay, so now we're on to Tyranids. Turn 1.
So, like shooting into a tree, the flocks of Tyranid winged creatures scattered after being shot at. So these gargoyles have moved down here. These warriors have poked their heads around the corner here. Whilst on the other side, these gargoyles remaining are going to try and reciprocate. And the Flyrant has identified what it believes to be the biggest threat at the moment and is going after it. So that is it for movement phase. This Venom Throat is still alive and will just stay where it is.
Giving that beautiful shrouded to the nest.
So now it is time for Tyranid Psychic phase, and thanks to the detachment rules, extra mastery level, has a mastery level on the psychic power. So we'll see how they do.
Warriors cast Onslaught on themselves and succeeded.
The Flyrant tried to proxize itself, but was denied 3 times. Yeah, paroxysm. Oh, catalyst, sorry. Tried to catalyze itself, but got denied 3 times. And then it cast the horror on these bikes, but they passed their pinning test. So now it's time for Tyranid shooting phase. Pew pew pew.
These gargoyles shot at these bikes, they jinked, and then they missed everything. Lol. Then over here, this guy did the most damage.
Oh,
He fired his electroshock grubs into this, doing a glancing on this and killing 5 of the dudes inside.
5 of the splinter gun carrying.
Yep. And then he fired his brain devourers and got another glancing hit on. It jinked as well, so
Yeah.
It got-
Pretty much. The bike's jinked as well.
Yeah,
As they scored their hits.
the bikes jinked.
So the raid is still around. Heavy
And
damage.
over here, everything shot at this venom and it survived somehow.
So
I seem to be very good with the people.
that's disappointing. But now it's time for Tyranid assault phase.
Right.
Here, the brood of gargoyles got slaughtered, 2 of them dying to Overwatch, and then the other 2 dying straight away. But thanks to the mission special rules, that gargoyle brood has gone to ongoing reserve, and we'll be back next turn. Unfortunately, this guy failed to make his charge distance. Yes, good old 2d6 charging.
We're fans of that system.
Whilst over here, these guys did make their charge range and sufficiently blew up this thing.
Wrecked it, they disembarked,
Wrecked
they
it,
moved back.
and got consolidation.
So that is it for Tyranid assault phase in turn 1. It's time for Dark Eldar turn 2.
let's do this.
So, this...
The Hellions came whooping
the
in.
Hellions came whooping in, yes. They scattered backwards somewhat, but still managed to be in range of them. Yes. These, that's them sisters, what are they?
Witches.
Witches. And witches look like they're gonna give stitches.
Witches give stitches.
Yes, I went there. These guys look like they're gonna shoot them. These girls are getting ready for an assault. My flyer came on, and everything around here positioned to give the flyer int a spanking.
Yes.
So now we'll go into shooting phase for Deldar. Alright, so in the Dark Eldar shooting phase, combined fire from these guys, these girls, and these beautiful guys here made all but one of those disappear, leaving one with one wound.
Yep.
These fabulous women killed a single gargoyle with a pistol. Over here, these guys were completely ineffectual. However, these guys, while the raider itself didn't do anything against him, the guys inside somehow managed a miracle with their splinter weapons,
Yeah, 3 fail
and
saves.
you got 3 failed saves. Over here, this guy was also completely ineffectual.
Yes.
In fact, he even shot his neurotoxin missile and it hit these guys. Fortunately, they passed their 5-up saves. Just by miracle. And it occurs to me now that they had jinked previously, so they had 3 anyway. Oops. So now we're going to go into the assault phase. I'm going to pray that I can kill that. And we're going to do some charging. So in the assault phase, it was almost just as planned, with this squad and this squad killing the warrior that was here and then falling back. And then this squad over here killed enough gargoyles so that pretty much the last one that was left struck back, missed, and then died, ran away. That's what it is. Over here, they lost a guy to Overwatch. No, they lost 2 guys to Overwatch. Then they scored a rend, and then they had another 3 chances to score a rend, and they rolled 3 ones. And then we couldn't score any wounds, and it killed one of us back. So it's still alive on 1 wound left. It's just, God. No, so close. So close.
Oh, no.
Dark Eldar need help. Dark Eldar need help. Anyway, we're now going to go into Tyranids. Turn 2. And they've only got 2 things on the board right now. This Venom Throw. And this Hive Tyrant.
Like ants crawling out of a disturbed ant's nest, the Tyranids have poured forth.
Oh yeah, it definitely appears that the Perth Rock is a lot more than what the Dark Eldar thought it was.
Yes,
Not only is this, to add to the plot, not only is this a brood nest for the flying creatures, deep underground are brood nests for all the other creatures as well. This is a forward base for the Tyranids to strike out of the verdant forest.
So pretty much every Tyranid unit came onto the field this turn, except for
The Harpy.
the Harpy
The thing
itself.
that this game is about.
Yep, so both teams have their warlords in, but both teams now have their full armies on the field aside from their warlords.
Yeah.
And the Dark Eldar are now extremely outnumbered. Extremely. However, since everything just came on, it came on assault, and that is it for movement phase.
But there is a lot of shooting that you have.
But there is now going to be a lot of psychic and shooting shenanigans. So, let's see if the Tyranids repel the hunters off their board. Have the hunters become the hunted.
Woo!
So in the shooting phase, these Nids pew-pewed and destroyed the
Draken and his
Trueborn squad. And then these girls got picked. And then... in the psychic phase, this guy wiped out the bikes on him, and he had a shot at that, but it jinked everything. And these guys had a shot at it too.
had their shot at it.
And
Yeah, so... I actually now have nothing that's actually strength 8 and above on the board, which means I'm unable to fulfill one objective. That is to destroy this, which counts as building. Read the rules. So that's 2 victory points I'm not going to be getting. So right now it's 1 to 3. And your Warlord is still not on the field, so that's 3 victory points I'm going to be able to score. So all I can do is try and survive.
Well, let's see how they do in Dark Eldar turn 3. Oh, no, first Assault Phase, then Dark Eldar turn 3.
And so hath the mighty fallen. The Hive Tyrant did not survive the Overwatch. He failed his armor saves against 2 splinter rifle wounds. So that's at least one less terror that the terrible Dark Eldar have to worry about.
And it's not coming back either. And he's not coming back, only the gargoyles get to come back. So let's see how the Dark Eldar do in their turn 3. Their Warlord might come on, let's find out.
Alright, so in the Dark Eldar shooting phase, this squad, the Venom, and this squad fired their pistols into the Carnifex, and the splinter cannons from that. Oh, the splinter cannons from that actually did nothing. It was entirely these girls who managed to inflict 3 wounds on the Carnifex.
With their pistols.
With their pistols.
I will say it's good.
This squad here managed to chip off 4
Yep, half killed the half
4 gargoyles. There was pretty much no effect from the raider over here onto these, or the guys inside who used their 1 blaster to try and hurt
the nest.
the nest.
He missed.
Yeah. But then, over here, we have this witches who killed 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, a couple of that's
3 of them. But the most amount of damage done has got to belong to this. It killed 3 of this swarm with its splinter cannons.
and then wiped out like.
And then with
18
its last 3 missiles, it killed 18 corps or something. It scored something like 25 hits. Got 20
wounds. Yeah.
No, it's got 20.
What?
It got 25 wounds.
It got 25 hits with the
25 hits and then 21 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that swarm is gone. There's only 5 survivors.
Yeah. So that was good. Now we're going into this off phase. See if I can keep up this rampage.
Yeah.
So these girls charged the God of Scorns that was here, killed them,
Yep. Wiped them out.
and then consolidated 5 inches. Trying to what's that? Over here, the Hellions failed their charge. Oh no, they didn't. No, the Hellions. We decided not. No, it was these girls who failed their charge into the Carnifex. However, it was these girls and their 1 Agonizer from the Hecatrix that actually killed us with 1 very lucky wound.
2. You got 2 wounds.
No, I don't want
You got 2.
I rolled a 3 and a 5.
Well, it doesn't matter. You killed.
I killed it with barely, and it's gone now. So no more Carnifex. That was the only assault. So now we'll go into turn 3, Tyranids. Let the pain begin.
Will the harpy join us? That's fine. So the mighty harpy finally emerged from the nest, and then immediately tried to poop on these witches and failed.
Yeah, the spawn mine did not go.
But it did spawn one spawn as a result. Everything else just sort of flew out to get into good positions to kill the invaders. The only thing that isn't targeted is that, because there's nothing there that can hurt it. So that is it for Tyranid movement phase. Time for the psychic phase, and there is only 1 cycle left.
In the shooting phase, the Turbogon nabbed 1 dude with its flamer, but its cluster spawns missed completely. The Devil Gaunts here shot at these witches and killed 2 of them, I think.
Yep, 2 of them.
This witch squad got lucky and survived the shooting completely from there. And then over here, these guys shot at the witches here and killed 2 of them. Over here, the Raveners blew up the Raider.
Finally.
And then finally, the Harpy shot both of its weapons at that Venom, but it jinked
and survived easily. So now it's time for Tyranid Assault Phase, the thing they're supposed to be able to do best. Lol. Right, so in the Assault Phase, these gargoyles killed the last 2 witches there, but they still lost 2 of their own in the process. Over here, this guy killed all but 2 of them. They fled. Obviously, he couldn't catch them.
Initiative 7.
And then over here, these witches were charged but killed all the gargoyles.
Yeah.
So that's it.
We did do 3 wounds total to this.
And 3 wounds were done to that.
So it's half dead.
So, yeah, not looking good for Nids. Their hive is...
They're still ahead in points by quite a lot though.
Yeah. Right, we'll see what they, the Dark Eldar, how they respond.
So these guys moved along from here. These guys, stupid vehicle rules, to get out there, then get out there, and they're gonna have to chance it with a 10-inch charge. Here, flyer coming right in behind you, and then over here, these guys are positioned, looking to try and use that blaster to take more shots at this, and hope that I can kill it. It's got 3 health points. I need a miracle pen, but let's try it anyway. So now on to the shooting phase. Right, so the fire from this, them, killed it. They killed the turbo gun with some splinter pistol fire.
Yep.
It was amazing. And then this thing lost 3 wounds, and
Got grounded.
and it got grounded. I'm gonna charge it. And the most psychotic thing ever. This blaster, it finally hit the building. It didn't roll a 1 for once. No, it rolled a 6 to pen. This asshole gave it shrouded,
And it made the save.
and it made the save. Just
Woo!
yeah, that's about that.
It's giving you the...
So now that this thing's on the ground, I'm gonna charge it
It's giving you the giant middle tentacle.
for the 1 kill. Please. Over here, the 2 witches charged. They lost 1 to Overwatch. 1 made it in, killed 1 guy, and then died.
Yeah, and they got killed back.
It hurt to death. Then the only other people who charged were the Incubi and Ilaria. And Ilaria pretty much single-handedly killed the grounded harpy.
All by yourself.
Yay! Which nets me Warlord Guild, which in this scenario is worth 3 points. So I'm sitting on 4. You are sitting on 5.
Well, I've got another turn to try and extend that lead, hopefully.
Yeah, if you kill 3 more things, the game is yours.
Alright, well, let's see if I can do it.
Okay. So, what is this?
Have a
Tyranids.
unit of harpy
Turn
gargoyles
3.
coming back.
Tyranids turn 3.
So at the bottom of turn 4,
Yeah,
Tyranids
turn 4, our mistake.
these guys have moved up here. These gargoyles have flown around here. The spore mine inch close enough to affect them. The new gargoyle squad has emerged, and then over here, the raveners are hungry.
So now it is time for Tyranids have no psychics left, so Tyranid shooting phase.
Yes. Just a reminder of those who are confused and haven't checked out the links below. This entire building actually counts as giving synapse to everything within 12 inches of it. So pretty much there's no issues with synapse here. So Tyranids is still free to act as they want. This thing counts as this nest counts as one giant synapse node, basically. Which you can see in our other missions. So, just to explain that in case anyone was wondering.
Right, so in the Tyranid shooting phase, there were terrible to wound rolls all around.
Oh my goodness.
So these 2 guys only killed 1 of them.
And he didn't run away?
These guys only killed 1 of them.
Yep.
These guys did nothing to them. And the Raveners only killed 1 of them.
But I will have to do a morale on them.
So, do your morale.
Oh, they're running.
They're running.
Yeah.
How far?
What is it, 2d6?
5 inches.
inches.
They run 5 inches out.
Alright. Now for assault phase. So, in the assault phase over here, the spore mine exploded, killed one of the gargoyles and one of the incubi.
Yep.
Then they proceeded to slaughter the gargoyles right up to the point where the two at the back could not reach with their 3-inch move to make any attacks.
Yeah.
Over here, killed one witch, the rest of the squad got slaughtered in return.
But they were both fearless.
But then the Raveners, which
Yeah.
were here, I've taken them off.
Yeah, they were here.
The Raveners successfully killed
The one guy left with the blaster?
the one guy who could have netted the Dark Elder a victory.
Yes.
So-
At the end, it's
The Tyranid victory,
4-5. Tyranids win. I wasted some shots early on.
but they did kill the Beast of Perth Rock.
Yep, which means it will not be reappearing in this campaign.
Yeah.
It is dead permanently.
So that is it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Alright, so MVP, MVU time. Tyranids' most valuable unit goes to the what are they called? Raveners. I mean, he's just stepped out of the room for a moment, but before he was saying how the Raveners were he was pretty disappointed with everything that went in the army. Most things didn't live up to expectation. The Flyrant, the Turbogon. But these guys won him the match, so they're his most useful, and they finished what the Flyrant started on that side of the board. For Dark Eldar, most useful has got to be this. It killed 21 gaunts in a single salvo out of a squad of 30. It shot down the Harpy Warlord. It didn't do so much before that. But what it did do was very important and probably bought me the turns. It's the only reason why what's left of my army was left at the end of the game. Without it, the Gaunt Swarm would have just overrun me. The Reavers were decided they were my most useless. They lost out on getting the charge to those gargoyles that they foolishly shot out when they should have put their heat lancers into the building. My bad on that now that I think back to it. They lost a Caltrop before they got into the charge. Their blade veins did nothing. They only actually did a single rending wound to the flyer, and the rest of the damage done to it was done by the Cableite squad. God, I love Cableites. So yeah, that earns most useless unit. Unfortunately. Shame, because they normally perform really well. I just stick all these data. And most useless. Well, most useless Tyranid goes to the Venomthrope that died first turn. Because it died first turn. It had a 4-up cover save and died first turn. It's a hard choice. He felt a bit conflicted over his most useless unit, but this was definitely one of the worst performing, which didn't get to do anything. So that's it for MVPs and MVUs. Thanks for watching Warzone Australise. Join us next week for yet another episode as we get ever closer to the climax as the Tyranids descend upon Australis. So, thank you for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe and check out our other videos.